and the unyielding spirit of survival. In the heart of Willow Bay, a legend was born. A tale of two brave souls who ventured into the shark-infested waters and returned with a story of survival, friendship, and the beautiful dance of life. A dance of fear faced, challenges met, and a deep bond forged in the crucible of danger. A testimony to the human spirit's indomitable force. In the tranquil coastal haven of Willow Bay, in an undisclosed region, the year was 1987. The community was a reservoir of tales, often revolving around the deep, mysterious waters that kissed their shores daily. The ocean was a living entity, a place of wonder and peril, a source of livelihood and a keeper of secrets. At the heart of this narrative was 37-year-old surfer Benjamin "Ben" Harper. Ben was a seasoned surfer with a deep connection with the sea, a bond nurtured through years of riding the waves. His surfing partner and confidant was Amelia Dawson, a woman of spirit and prudence, who often tempered Ben's adventurous streak with words of caution. On this particular day, the sky was a canvas of azure, dotted with fluffy clouds drifting lazily across the sky. The sea beckoned with a hypnotic allure, drawing Ben and Amelia to its bosom with promises of thrilling rides on the cresting waves. As they prepared to surf, their hearts fluttered with excitement and apprehension, a testament to the unpredictable nature of the ocean. As Ben paddled deeper into the sea, Amelia stayed closer to the shore, her eyes constantly following Ben, her heart oscillating between fear and awe. The ocean was a mesmerizing sight, a vast expanse of rolling waves, each powerful and majestic force of nature. Suddenly, the tranquility was shattered as a shark fin broke the surface, moving steadily towards Ben. Panic ensued on the shore as people screamed, trying to alert Ben to the impending danger. Amelia felt her heart in her throat, her eyes wide with fear as she watched the scene unfold. In the face of danger, Ben's survival instincts kicked in. As the shark approached, Ben used his surfboard as a shield, putting it between himself and the shark, a barrier of fiberglass and foam against the might of the predator. The shark circled, coming in close, its snout bumping against the board in a terrifying examination of this strange adversary. With every pass, Ben fought to keep the board positioned between him and the shark, a desperate dance of survival in the deep blue stage of the ocean. It was a battle of wits and agility, a test of courage as Ben maneuvered to avoid the sharp, threatening jaws of the shark. Minutes felt like hours, but Ben's determination and quick thinking kept him one step ahead of the shark. In a heart-stopping moment, the shark lunged, its jaws wide open. Ben pushed the board forcefully into the shark's mouth, the creature biting down on it, giving Ben the precious seconds he needed to paddle furiously towards the shore. As Ben reached the safety of the shore, his body bore scratches and bruises, a testimony to the terrifying encounter. The beach was a scene of relief and awe as people gathered around Ben, their faces reflecting the miracle they had witnessed. A tale of bravery, survival, and the indomitable human spirit. In the aftermath of the harrowing encounter, the community of Willow Bay was abuzz with the tale of Ben Harper, the surfer who had faced one of the ocean's most feared predators and lived to tell the tale. The local media descended upon the small coastal haven, their cameras and microphones eager to capture the first-hand account of a man who had danced with death and emerged victorious. With Amelia steadfastly by his side, Ben narrated the terrifying ordeal. His body bore the marks of the encounter, a series of scratches and bruises that painted a vivid picture of his life and death struggle. Yet as he spoke, there was a deep reverence in his voice for the mighty creature of the deep, a respect for its power and role in the intricate web of marine life. As days turned into weeks, Ben embarked on a journey of healing, both physical and emotional. The wounds on his body healed, leaving behind scars that told a story of courage and survival. Yet the mental scars ran deeper, haunting his dreams with vision familiar sensation of the waves rocking him gently as he ventured deeper. As he rode the waves, there was a moment where fear and joy intertwined. A moment of triumph as he successfully rode wave after wave, a testimony to his resilience and courage. The shark encounter had transformed him, forging a living testament to the indomitable human spirit. A beacon of courage and resilience in the face of adversity. A legend in the making in the heart of Willow Bay. Over Coral Bay on that sweltering summer day in 2007, casting shimmering reflections across the vast ocean their canvas. Today they had chosen to embrace the surging waves on their bodyboards. Coral Bay unfurled before them in all its glory, where the land met the sea in a passionate dance of wind and water. The sky was a vibrant blue canvas, and the sun beat relentlessly, casting a golden sheen across the sparkling waters. On this particular day, the ocean seemed alive with potential, waves swelling and crashing in rhythm as if beckoning them to join the sea symphony. Fueled by a relentless appetite for adventure, Taylor spotted it first, a colossal swell, a behemoth among waves. A surge of excitement coursed through him as he locked onto. Taylor's heart pounded, and his instincts screamed at him to flee, but it was too late. With shocking speed and force, the creature emerged from the depths. The impact was devastating. The colossal silhouette struck Taylor's bodyboard violently, sending him soaring several feet into the air. Time seemed to stand still as he was suspended in midair, his body suspended above the tumultuous sea, before gravity reclaimed him, and he crashed back into the water with a resounding splash. Disoriented and breathless, Taylor struggled to regain his bearings. Panic clawed at his chest as he attempted to swim toward the surface, but the world remained an inky abyss, refusing to yield to his desperate efforts. As he fought against the crushing weight of the water, a nightmare unfolded before his eyes. A monstrous figure, a leviathan of the deep, surged toward him with terrifying speed. Taylor's breath hitched and his pulse quickened as he recognized the creature's form, the unmistakable outline of a great white shark. Desperation guided Taylor's movements as he fought to regain the surface. He kicked and thrashed, his heart pounding with a primal instinct to survive. But the great white was not done with him. It circled back, a ruthless and relentless hunter, its cold, unfeeling eyes fixed on its prey. As Taylor neared the surface, gasping for precious air, the shark struck again. In an eruption of frothy white water, it lunged at him with blinding speed, its immense jaws snapping shut with bone-crushing force. Taylor's world exploded into searing pain as he felt the vice-like grip of the shark's teeth sink into his leg. The agony was incomprehensible, a torment that seared through every fiber of his being. Blood mingled with the salt water, creating a sinister scene between a primal predator and a helpless prey. Taylor's desperate struggle to free himself from the beast's jaws was a symphony of agony and terror. He punched, kicked, and clawed at the shark's rough hide. His every movement was driven by sheer survival instinct. But the predator's grip was unyielding, and Taylor's vision blurred as waves of pain coursed through him. Then, in a horrifying twist of fate, the shark momentarily released its hold on Taylor. The sudden release sent him tumbling through the water, disoriented and gasping for air. But there was no respite. The great white was not finished with its relentless assault. With a deadly grace that belied its colossal size, the shark closed the distance between them again. Taylor barely had time to react as the monstrous jaws bore down on him once more. In a desperate bid for survival, he drew upon every ounce of strength and courage. With all the force he could muster, Taylor drove his frantic punches toward the shark's sensitive eyes, his fists finding their mark in a surreal moment of life-or-death clarity. He punched and struck with all his might, attacking the vulnerable orbs with a visceral intensity. The great white shark finally reacted, affected by Taylor's desperate assault. The pain and shock sent it recoiling in agony, its massive form writhing in the water. Blood mingled with the salt water once more as Taylor fought to regain his composure. The predator, momentarily blinded and disoriented, retreated to the murky depths from which it had emerged, leaving Taylor to grapple with his suffering. With every ounce of strength left in his battered body, Taylor propelled himself upwards, breaking through the water's surface, gasping for air. The battle had taken a toll on him, and his vision blurred as he fought to stay conscious. But Taylor's ordeal was far. With every ounce of their strength, they began the arduous task of ferrying him back to the safety of the shore. It was a race against time, a desperate bid to outrun the predator lurking beneath the waves. Meanwhile, the scene on the beach was one of chaos and panic. Taylor's blood-stained bodyboard lay forgotten in the sand as his friends rushed him toward the safety of the shore. It was a Herculean effort, their strength fueled by the raw instinct to turn muscle. The journey to the hospital was a blur for Taylor. The pain in his leg was excruciating, and he could feel the warmth of his blood seeping through his wetsuit. The events of that day had unfolded with terrifying speed, leaving him grappling with the trauma of his near-death experience. A 39-year-old adventurer from Ontario, Canada, had always been drawn to the thrill of the great outdoors. He had conquered the rugged terrains in his homeland, braved the icy slopes, and scaled towering cliffs. Yet one element was missing from his repertoire of adventures: the world beneath the waves. The lush tropical paradise of Hawaii beckoned him with its promise of azure waters, vibrant coral reefs, and the mysteries hidden in the depths. In the summer of 1993, Benjamin embarked on an aquatic adventure to experience the thrill of surfing and scuba diving in the pristine waters of Palm Haven Bay in Hawaii. Palm Haven Bay was a picturesque haven with landscapes that seemed straight from a postcard. Its beaches stretch along the coastline, adorned with golden sands and kissed by the gentle Hawaiian sun. The turquoise waters were brimming with abundant waves, inviting surfers from around the world to test their skills. Beneath the surface lay a world of wonder, with beautiful corals and intricate underwater terrain, home to a thriving community of marine life. Benjamin's excitement was palpable as he rented a boat and enlisted the guidance of a seasoned local diver, Aurelio, to introduce him to scuba diving, safety of the surface behind. As Benjamin glided gracefully along the ocean's depths, he marveled at the mesmerizing beauty surrounding him. The vibrant coral formations swayed with the current, and schools of colorful fish darted through the crystal-clear water. It was a world unlike any other, a serene and captivating realm that had always eluded him in his adventures back home. As Benjamin explored the underwater world with fascination, his heart raced when he spotted an ominous presence. Turning his gaze, he realized it was a massive shark, approximately 12 feet long. Panic surged through him, his every instinct screaming to escape this predator's path. He tried to swim toward the surface, his movements growing frantic with fear. Inexplicably, his actions seemed to aggravate the shark. In its primal instincts, it mistook him for prey attempting to flee. The monstrous tiger shark surged forward, its immense power propelling it like a torpedo. Benjamin's ascent was agonizingly slow, and before he could break free, the shark struck with astonishing speed. Its gaping maw clamped down with a force that felt like the jaws of death closing in. Benjamin's lead vest became both his lifeline and his curse. The tough material served as a meager line of protection, but it was not enough to shield him entirely from the frenzied beast's fury. As the serrated teeth of the tiger shark sank into the lead vest, they punctured his skin, each bite sending shockwaves of pain through his body. Benjamin fought desperately, his survival instinct pushing him to the limits. In a gruesome battle for life, he felt the shark thrash its head from side to side, dragging him along like a rag doll in the merciless jaws of a predator. The world became a whirlwind of terror and pain. Benjamin's vision blurred as salt water mixed with his frantic tears. The shark's relentless assault continued, the relentless bite and release strategy, a gruesome torment. His body was being mauled mercilessly, but the lead vest offered a precious lifeline as it thwarted the shark's efforts to claim its prey. Desperation coursed through Benjamin as he fought to free himself from the relentless grip of the tiger shark. His limbs flailed in agony, and his lungs screamed for air as he struggled to maintain a tenuous hold on consciousness. The underwater world that had seemed so enchanting moments ago had become a nightmarish abyss. But salvation was not far away. Aurelio, the seasoned diving guide leading their expedition, had witnessed the horror unfolding in the distance. Reacting with remarkable courage, he swam toward Benjamin and the frenzied shark, propelled by the urgency of the life-and-death struggle below. As he reached the scene, Aurelio knew that time was of the essence. With unparalleled courage, he reached out and grabbed the shark's sensitive gills, digging his fingers into the vulnerable spot. The shark, suddenly confronted with this unexpected assault, writhing in pain. The shark's powerful body thrashed violently as it attempted to shake off this new assailant. Blood mingled with the ocean water, creating a gruesome scene of struggle between predator and prey beneath the surface. Aurelio's determination never wavered as he continued to apply pressure, forcing the shark to loosen its devastating bite. The shark, in its frenzy and confusion, finally released its bite. It was a harrowing moment of relief for Benjamin, as he felt the immense pressure on his body ease. But the battle was far from over. Aurelio used this brief respite to deliver a powerful kick to the shark's flank, sending it reeling back into the ocean's depths. The monstrous predator, wounded and disoriented, retreated, disappearing into the murky abyss. Battered and bruised, Aurelio's powerful strokes hauled Benjamin toward the surface. The boat, a beacon of salvation, awaited them, its crew ready to lend their aid. As they reached the safety of the boat, Benjamin was pulled aboard, his lead vest removed with caution. The vest bore the gruesome evidence of the battle, puncture wounds that lined his torso like a grotesque necklace of scars. The crew acted swiftly, administering first aid with practiced precision. With every passing moment, the urgency of their situation weighed heavily on them. They knew that immediate medical attention was crucial for Benjamin's survival. The boat sped toward the shore, where emergency services were called. The minutes stretched into eternity as they raced against time. The haunting memory of the shark's relentless assault etched into Benjamin's and make a memorable decision for their wedding and honeymoon destination, Treasure Island Beach in Mexico. Choosing to spend their honeymoon in Mexico was the culmination of their shared dreams and aspirations. Their hearts yearned for a destination that would envelop them in the ocean's beauty and the excitement of exploration. It was a paradise in itself, with temperate weather that embraced them in warmth. It was a tropical haven where the palm trees swayed gently in the breeze, casting dappled shadows on the pristine shores. Their days in Treasure Island Beach were filled with excitement as they eagerly engaged in the myriad of activities the destination offered. Among their memorable experiences, snorkeling in the crystal-clear waters stood out as a highlight. As they submerged themselves in the underwater realm, they couldn't help but marvel at the vibrant coral reefs and the kaleidoscope of marine life that called these waters home. Every plunge beneath the ocean's surface unveiled a new world filled with captivating beauty, and they relished the sensation of weightlessness and wonder that surrounded them. As the sun dipped below the horizon, Treasure Island Beach transformed into a lively and vibrant night spot. The streets came alive with the infectious beats of salsa music, drawing them into the heart of the town's nightlife. They savored the local cuisine, danced under the starry Mexican sky, and forged new friendships with fellow travelers from around the globe. It celebrated love, adventure, and the boundless possibilities ahead. But their world would be forever changed on the fateful fourth day of their honeymoon. With their love for the sea, Jeannie and Tom decided to venture into the shallows for a snorkeling escapade. They were mere meters from the safety of the shore, their excitement bubbling over like the waves that lapped at their feet. Suddenly, as if emerging from the depths of their worst nightmares, a massive bull shark made its presence known. This 9-foot behemoth, a creature of pure muscle and menacing teeth, materialized with shocking swiftness. The attack was so abrupt that the couple had no time to prepare or respond effectively. Jeannie, her heart pounding in her chest, couldn't believe her eyes. She was so close to the shore, yet the shark was upon them in an instant. In a horrifying moment, the predator lunged at her with savage determination, and the world around her shattered into a harrowing scene of chaos. Pain engulfed her like a searing fire as the shark's vice-like jaws clamped onto her left calf. The sensation was unlike anything she had ever felt. A primal scream of agony escaped her lips, but the unforgiving currents immediately swallowed these futile echoes of her pain. The crystal-clear water turned murky, clouded by the crimson swirls of her blood. The shark's relentless thrashing and tugging at her calf threatened to pull her into the depths. Jeannie's instincts kicked in, and she fought with every ounce of her being. She refused to yield to the shark's will, no matter how excruciating the pain or how desperate the struggle was. The battle for survival had begun, and she was determined to emerge victorious. Amidst the turmoil, Tom, her beloved husband and fellow adventurer, reacted urgently. Fear and love mingled in his eyes as he launched himself at the monstrous creature that held Jeannie in its merciless grip. With adrenaline surging through his veins, he kicked and punched at the shark, desperate for the predator to release its deadly hold. One of Tom's punches found its mark, striking the shark's snout with force. The creature recoiled in pain, releasing its grip on Jeannie's calf. The shark retreated to the depths, seemingly satisfied with its exploratory bite. It was a moment of fleeting respite during the chaos. Tom seized the opportunity, and with every ounce of his strength, he dragged Jeannie towards the shore, leaving behind a horrifying trail of blood in the water. Onlookers on the beach, who had been enjoying the sun's gentle caress just moments earlier, were now gripped by horror and disbelief. They rushed towards the water's edge, forming a frantic circle around the injured couple. Some cried out for help, their voices trembling with fear and desperation. Jeannie, now gently laid on the sun-soaked sand, revealed the full extent of her injuries. A gaping wound marred her calf, a large chunk of flesh missing, bitten off by the relentless shark. Her bone was exposed, a chilling scene of mangled flesh and raw pain. The gruesome aftermath of the attack now tainted the once pristine shoreline. Lifeguards, their faces etched with determination, hurried to the scene. Their training kicked in as they worked diligently to stem the relentless flow of blood. The clean cloth was wrapped around Jeannie's calf, their hands applying pressure with urgency. It was a desperate bid to staunch the bleeding until the ambulance and paramedics arrived. For Jeannie, the world had shifted from a paradise of azure waters and golden sands to a nightmare of pain and uncertainty. Her body bore the scars of a battle fought in the realm of predators. The sun, which had warmed their hearts with promises of adventure, now bore witness to their struggle for survival. Jeannie spent the next few weeks in the hospital, undergoing multiple surgeries to repair the extensive damage to her calf, for a story of survival and resilience. And while the memory of the shark attack would never fade, Jeannie and Tom remained committed to facing whatever challenges came their way, hand in hand, ready to embrace the next adventure life had in store for them. Despite surviving the horrifying ordeal, the couple's story will forever serve as a cautionary tale, a reminder of the perils that lurk in the depths and even the shallows. A silent voice that whispers, "Sharks beware." Today in 2007, the town was about to write a new chapter in its annals. Natalie, a woman in her late 20s, always felt a deep connection to the sea. Growing up near the coast, she spent countless hours swimming, surfing, and most importantly, bodyboarding. Her friends nicknamed her Sea Flower for her unparalleled love for the ocean. Natalie had an unconventional passion for feeding the sharks. She believed in bridging the gap between humans and apex predators, hoping to educate people about the misunderstood creatures lurking beneath the surface. Every weekend, she ventured out on her bodyboard, armed with bags of fish scraps, and offered her underwater friends a feast. However, this weekend was different. The news spread like wildfire that a magnificent great white shark had appeared near the coast. Yet even the bravest locals had shivers sent down their spines by her immense size and fierce reputation. As Natalie ventured further into the deep blue on her bodyboard, a mixture of excitement and trepidation coursed through her veins. She could hardly wait to see the shark up close, her heart pounding like a tribal drum. The sea appeared eerily calm but belied the storm brewing beneath the surface. A school of smaller sharks circled her, their sleek bodies glistening in the sunlight. Natalie threw handfuls of fish scraps into the water, and the sharks darted to grab their share. The ocean seemed tranquil, but fate had other plans. Without warning, a great white shark erupted from the surface and surged towards her. It clamped down on Natalie's leg with terrifying force, using her immense jaws. Her body was seared with pain as she screamed, while the great white shark splintered her bodyboard in its jaws. A whirlpool of chaos engulfed Natalie's world. She thrashed in agony, desperately trying to break free from the vice-like grip of the predator as blood clouded the water. The shark fixed her cold, merciless eyes on her prey and had other plans. It released its grip with a mighty jerk, sending Natalie hurtling through the water, disoriented and bleeding profusely. In horror, she watched the massive creature circling back, blurring her vision with pain and fear. A miracle appeared on the horizon when Natalie's strength was waning. A sea patrol boat came into view, slicing through the water with its sleek hull. The crew raced to the scene, alerted by the commotion. The boat's crew swiftly assessed the situation, and with nerves of steel, they deployed a rescue net. Natalie clung to the lifeline with trembling hands, and with a heave she was hauled to safety, narrowly escaping the shark. Natalie turned her gaze back to the expansive ocean. The shark still lurked beneath those waves, embodying a might of power and purpose. Her heart raced, not with fear, but with a newfound respect for the untamed world that had nearly claimed her. News of Natalie's ordeal spread like wildfire. Reporters descended upon San Marino Beach, capturing the raw emotion that pulsed through the crowd with their cameras. The world's imagination was captured by the story of a woman's battle against a massive white shark on the shore. Conservation. She speaks at schools, community centers, and conferences, her voice serving as a clarion call for understanding and respect. The Queen of the were venturing into the depths, each knowing that they shared the water with magnificent and formidable creatures. Natalie had completed her journey, coming full circle. The woman who had once dared to feed the sharks now stood as their guide. The tale had become a testament to the enduring power of the human urge. As the years passed, Natalie continued her mission. She established a marine education center, providing a haven for those seeking to explore the ocean's beauties. And so it transcended into more than a story of survival. The unbreakable bond between the enduring spirit of those who dared to venture into the ocean. With its radiant glow, the sun descended slowly towards the horizon, enveloping the cliffs of Marlowe's Cove in 2006 in a captivating warm golden hue. Emma Rodriguez, a young woman with dark hair and a determined gaze, stood confidently at the water's edge. Her eyes were fixed on the vast expanse of the Pacific Ocean, stretching out before her in all its majestic glory. With their rhythmic dance, the crashing waves captivated her senses, filling her with awe and wonder. Emma's mind was consumed by the sheer magnitude of the ocean's power as she contemplated the wonders beneath its surface. A mix of anticipation and determination filled her, as her dark eyes sparkled with intensity. She heard of great stood out from the rest with its extraordinary nature. Emma and his friend knew that they had to approach the situation with the utmost care and caution. Emma nodded in agreement, her unwavering gaze fixated on the relentless and tumultuous waves that crashed to document every moment of their thrilling journey beneath the waves. The expedition unfolded, and weeks gradually transformed into months as time passed. The crew bravely faced and navigated through treacherous storms that put their mettle to the ultimate test. Each night was filled with suspense as the looming presence of the sharks lurked menacingly beneath the surface, adding an extra layer of tension to their already difficult journey. With every sighting, they grew closer to exploring the wonders that surrounded the sharks. On a fine morning when the heavy fog enveloped the water, Emma's keen eyes caught sight of a colossal shape gracefully gliding beneath the waves. Feeling her heart racing with anticipation, she eagerly motioned for Dr. Hayes to join her. As they gazed through the ethereal mist, a sense of awe washed over them, captivated by the sight of a vast shark effortlessly gliding through the water. It was a mesmerizing display, a testament to this magnificent creature's power and grace. The following days seemed to pass in a blur, as she caught up in a whirlwind of adrenaline-fueled encounters. They witnessed breaches that sent water cascading down like a majestic waterfall, marveling at nature's forces' sheer power and beauty. They keenly observed hunting behaviors that defied conventional wisdom, their eyes widening in awe as they witnessed nature's cunning and adaptability in action. With its immense size and power, the shark embodied a formidable force of nature, showcasing the untamed beauty of the ocean. Emma found herself amid a heart-pounding encounter with the shark one fateful day. The shark suddenly emerged from the water with a resounding splash, its massive form ascending towards Emma. Before she could react, the immense great white shark dove toward her with its open jaws. Fear and adrenaline flooded through her veins at that instant. The impact sent agony waves through her body, leaving her with bruises and disorientation. Dr. Hayes, ever vigilant, had been at Emma's side in an instant. He rescued her from the water with steely resolve, narrowly evading the shark's deadly jaws. The crew promptly hoisted them back onto the man and nature. Emma returned to the sea with renewed determination, unfazed by the shadows that lurked beneath the waters. Her work persisted with each expedition as evidence of her unyielding spirit and steadfast dedication to the cause. She dove deeper, investigated further, and endeavored to solve mysteries that eluded even seasoned marine biologists. Once a realm of mystery and peril, the ocean permeated the air as they returned to Marlowe's Cove. Sarah's camera was filled with many breathtaking images, with each frame serving as a powerful testament to her awe-inspiring encounter with a massive shark. Dr. Hayes and Captain Thornton exchanged glances filled with breaking discovery. The shark's presence had undergone a remarkable transformation, as they have now become a tangible reality that is forever etched into the annals of marine science. The expedition expanded Emma and Dr. Hayes' knowledge and forged a bond that transcended the depths they had explored. The indelible mark of the massive shark was carried by them, serving as a constant reminder of the untamed wonders that continue to roam the vast expanse of the ocean. As time passed, they established themselves as individuals whose names were closely associated with a prominent center for marine research, attracting experts and enthusiasts worldwide. The town's newfound reputation as a scientific and maritime research hub brought excitement and opportunity, breathing new life into its systems and the delicate balance beneath the waves. However, while receiving accolades and recognition, Emma and Dr. Hayes managed to maintain their unwavering passion for the sea. They continued their exploration of the oceans, eagerly embarking on exciting new expeditions to study a myriad of elusive marine creatures. They always approached their work with the same reverence and wonder that had fueled their first encounter with a massive shark and other species, as each adventure brought challenges and discoveries. The picturesque, quaint coastal town of Port Harbor, nestled on the rugged shores of South Australia, was known for its breathtaking cliffs, pristine beaches, and a history steeped in maritime lore. The relentless waves of the Southern Ocean crashed against the rocky outcrops, creating a symphony that echoed through the narrow cobblestone streets. Port Harbor, though idyllic, held a dark secret beneath its azure waters. Ancient predators ruled a realm where nature's untamed power reigned supreme. Great white sharks, known for their size and ferocity, patrol the depths, reminding everyone of the raw, unforgiving force of the ocean. In 2003, Sarah Mitchell, a resilient woman with a keen sense of adventure, embarked on a abyss slicing through the surface with its dorsal fin. The predator, a great white of massive proportions, stroked with a ferocity that shatters the moment's serenity. Sarah's screams pierced the air as the merciless jaws clutched her body, causing her to thrash. She witnessed a swift and brutal attack, a visceral clash of survival instincts. Once a sanctuary, the ocean transforms into a battleground of primal forces. Nearby locals, alerted by the commotion, rushed to Sarah's aid. Their boats were slicing through the waves as a beacon of hope in the chaos. With a collective effort, Sarah was freed from the jaws of the great white. Their hearts pounded with adrenaline-fueled determination. They whisked Sarah, who was battered and bleeding, away to the safety of the shore. The authorities were summoned, and their arrival demonstrated the gravity of the situation. From there, they rushed her to Port Harbor General Hospital, a sanctuary that witnessed many tales of maritime peril. James, who had witnessed the horror from the shore, stood frozen in a moment of hope through the ages, showcasing the strength of the human spirit and the awe-inspiring famed inhabitants. One evening, Sarah stood on the same beach that had borne witness to her harrowing ordeal. Captain Elias Donovan, a weathered seafarer, approached from the shoreline with eyes that held. Sarah knew the ocean could be untamed and unforgiving, but it also contained a profound beauty that resonated with those who dared to venture into its depths. Sarah and Captain Donovan stood together, bound by a common reverence. At that moment, the echoes of Sarah's encounter with the great white shark merged with the timeless rhythm of the sea, testifying to the enduring power of nature and the indomitable spirit of those who dare to venture into its embrace. Within Timothy Kincaid, like the frothy waves around their diving boat as it zipped through the pristine waters of South Australia during the blistering hot summer of 19. The golden sun painted the sky, its warmth dancing on their skin, and the sea breeze carried a salty tang that invigorated the senses. The sparkling, crystal-clear ocean stretched infinitely, promising a world of wonders beneath its surface. Timothy was accompanied by his closest buddies, Larry Graham, Julius Till, and Andy Chapman. They were embarking on a scuba diving adventure of a lifetime, guided by Randall Arthur, an experienced diving instructor. The excitement was palpable, mingling with nervousness as they approached the dive site. Below, a world he was about to immerse himself in. With a deep breath and a surge of excitement, he plunged into the welcoming embrace of the ocean. The initial shock of the cool water soon subsided, replaced by a serene feeling as he descended further. The underwater world unfolded before his eyes in a kaleidoscope of colors and life. Beautiful corals swayed gently, their hues ranging from soft pinks to vibrant oranges. Shoals of fish darted around, painting the water with flashes of silver and gold. Timothy's amazement grew as he explored the depths, the anxiety replaced by awe and wonder. The marine life, so diverse and intricate, seemed to exist in harmony, an underwater ballet of nature. The gentle swaying of the seaweed, the darting fish, and the ethereal play of light through the water left him breathless. In this peaceful underwater realm, he swam alongside a magnificent seawall. The colors were breathtaking. Shades of blue and green melded into one another seamlessly. It was a tranquil and surreal experience, a dance of aquatic life in a world unknown to many. As Timothy continued his swim along a massive seawall, An unexpected and alarming sight suddenly disrupted the tranquil atmosphere. The gentle waves were interrupted by erratic movements that caught Timothy's attention in his peripheral vision. Intrigued yet cautious, he turned his head to investigate, and his heart skipped a beat as he witnessed a bone-chilling scene. There,